Hello and good evening. It's Stuttgart baseball field, the Palomino tournament. The final game for tonight sees the Stuttgart Reds as the home team facing off the SBS Academy out of Spain. I'll do my best to give you the starting lineups as I got the score sheets a little bit late. But for the Stuttgart Reds on the mound, Joel Petzold. Behind the plate, Laszlo Helmich. First base is Max Homburg. At second base, Luca Graziellani. At third base, Jaden Grimminger. At shortstop, David Scooter. Left, center, right, Lucas Scooter, Emil Hunt, and Ryan Santana. On the mound again, Joel Petzold. The lineup for the SBS Academy out of Spain, and excuse me if I butcher some of these names. Batting first, Tomas Roma Diaz. Batting second would be Baptiste Casabon. Batting third, Victor Vrabel Habada. Batting fourth, Peter Dusek. In the five-hole, Adrian Vichtonio. Batting sixth, Yazan Skier. Batting seventh, Simon Horn. Eighth, Dante Angstrom. And ninth, Harold Gutske. First batter stepping into the batter's box, the center fielder for SSB Academy, Thomas Romas Diaz. First pitch in there for strike number one. Umpire behind the plate, Robert Saso. Inside, 1-1 to count. At first base, Rob Haas. And at third base, Brandon Perkley. Strike number two, 1 ball, 2 strikes. And a foul ball. And that pitch just a little bit high, ball number 2. And a strikeout, ball gets past the catcher all the way to the backstop, and a runner on the pass ball, safe at first. So Joel Petzold striking out the first batter, but the catcher not able to keep it in front of him. Next batter, Baptiste Casabon. Of course, the tournament rules here a little bit. The normal baseball pitcher only allowed to pitch a certain amount of pitches, and after he goes over 40 pitches, he has to have a day of rest. So pitching is very, very premium in this game. That pitch in there, strike number 1. And a pickoff, ball gets past the pitcher. The first baseman goes all the way out into right field. Runner going from first all the way to third, throw not in time. So a 2-base error by the pitcher. And SSB Academy is threatening right in the first inning. One strike on the batter. That pitch a little high outside, ball number 1, 1-1 to count. And an attempted bunt goes foul. Swing and a miss. Strike number 3, out number 1 for Stuttgart Reds. Next batter, Victor Rebo Habada. And the obligatory handshake to the umpire, to the catcher. Like to see that fair play. That pitch just a bit high, ball number 1. And I'd like to get a big shout out to the CEO of Reds TV, the master of disaster, Yar Drobny, who's been here all day, was all day yesterday. We'll be here all day tomorrow, all day Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, bringing you the live stream. I'm not able to come out because I still have to earn money. But I will be out here for the final, so hopefully one of these two teams will be there. There's a strike. 2 balls, 1 strike. And yes, he did, says the home plate umpire. Strike number 2. 2-2 the count. That's an out by window shopping. Strikeout for out number 2. Oh, Joel Pitzel has the opportunity of possibly striking out everybody. 4 batters in 1 inning. Of course, the first guy on because of a pass ball. And that pitch, swing and a miss. And a bit low. 1-1 to count. On the inside corner, strike number 2. And missed by Muka Sekele, just a little bit outside. Ball number 2, triple deuces, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Oh, yes, swing and a miss for a strikeout, out number 3. No runs on, no hits, 1 error, 1 left on. We'll be right back with the bottom of the first inning. Bottom of the first inning, pitching for the SSB Academy, Harold Gotsky, catching Baptista Casabon at first base, Simone Horn, second base. Yazan Skier at third base. Harold Gutsky at shortstop. Dante Engstrom. Left, center, and right. Adrian Vistinio, Tomas Ramos Diaz, and Victor Rubel Habuda. Leadoff batter for the Stuttgart Reds, Emil Hunt, trying to bunt his way on the base. Foul ball. He'll be followed by David Scooter. Ryan Santana, batting cleanup, Lucas Scooter, followed by Jaden Grimminga, Luca Grassolini, Max Holmberg. That's strike number 2. Number 8 batter, Alfonso Barbosa Mela, and number 9 batter, Laszlo Helvik. That pitch just a bit high. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. And umpire behind the plate says foul ball. That's ball number 2, 2-2 to count. And a chopper, that's a short hitter, and the third baseman not able to field it cleanly. An infield single for Emil Hunt. And safe at first. Next batter, David Scooter, Emil Hunt. Most of you on the stream probably don't know, but that guy is lightning quick, and I'm sure they'll be sending him to second base within the first couple pitches. Ball number 1. That pitch low and away, ball number 2. There's strike number 1. 2 balls, 1 strike. There he goes. Pitch on the inside corner and head first slide. Safe stolen base for Emil Hunt. Gets himself in scoring position. Count 2 balls, 2 strikes. And another short chopper. This time third baseman able to catch it cleanly. And just in time, I'm sure Stuttgart coach might want to try to challenge that if there were challenges. But a very nice play by the third baseman to get the out, but not able to keep Emil Hunt from advancing to third base. Stuttgart runner in scoring position 90 feet away. And number 3 batter Ryan Santana up to bat. That pitch high and away, ball number 1. Swing and a miss, strike number 1. 1-1 to count. That was a beautiful curveball. Bends right into the strike zone. Strike number 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 out runner at first. That's a rocket shot. Nice pickup by the shortstop. But no chance to get the runner at home, so a ground out RBI for Ryan Santana. Stuttgart takes the lead 1-0. Next batter, cleanup batter, Lucas Scooter. That pitch a bit low. Ball number 1. And a nice line drive. Base hit in the gap between the left and center fielder. And Lucas turning and burning all the way to second base. Slides in safely. A 2-out double. Automatically in scoring position. The next batter, Jaden Grimminger. That pitch misses low and away, ball number 1. A swing and a miss. 1-1 to count. That pitch almost bent into the strike zone, had the batter fooled, but stayed inside. Ball number 2, 2 balls, 1 strike. There's strike number 2. Second half an inning, second time we have triple deuces. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. A runner at second base. Check swing. No, he didn't go, says the home plate umpire. And check down to first. First base umpire Rob Haas agrees. No, he didn't go. Full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes. With first base open, of course, the runner at second will not be going. And that's a strikeout. Out by window shopping. Out number 3. Stuttgart able to put 1 run across the board on 1 hit, 2 hits, no errors, 1 left on. 1 inning complete. Stuttgart 1, SSB Academy 0. Top of the second inning, Adrian Vicentinho, Yazin Skier, Simon Horn, the 3 batters for the SSB Academy out of Spain. Coach from the Spain team, Paul Reyes, manager Roberto Diaz. Swing and a miss, strike number 1. High heat fastball, strike number 2. No balls, 2 strikes. That pitch just a tad bit high. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Of course, pitcher Joel Petzold does also pitch for the Stuttgart Reds Bundesliga team, so he's a very experienced pitcher. 2-2 the count. And after an 0-2 count, it's now full 3 balls, 2 strikes. Again, big shout out to Yara Drobny, who's going to be streaming all the games here. Swing and a miss, strikeout for out number 1. Started yesterday and will go all the way through Sunday, streaming every baseball game, and if I remember correctly, every softball game. No, not every softball game. Swing and a miss, strike number 1. Joel Petzold, so far 5 batters faced, 5 strikeouts. Wheeling and dealing. That pitch just a bit inside. 1-1 to count. And also, if you can't make it down here any of these days, swing and a miss, strike number 2. And you want to see some impressions of the game, the world's best photographer, Iris Drobny, running around here, taking all sorts of pictures. And another strikeout for Joel Petzold. That's out number 2. Iris Drobny taking all sorts of pictures all over the place, posting them on the Palomino Reds website. Check them out. Of course, some other very important people here. That's eyeball 1. Of course, Andre Fink, the organizer for the Stuttgart Reds of the tournament. Jan Bagen out of Czechoslovakia, European president. That pitch on the outside corner, strike number 1, and all the way from the U.S., Abraham Key, one of the commissioners. That ball fouled straight back. Abraham Key, one of the commissioners of the Pony Baseball. And another guest here, I didn't get his name, but from WBSC, World Baseball and Softball. And that's a swing and a miss, strikeout. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Joel Petzold not letting the Spain team have anything. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on. We'll be right back with the bottom of the 2nd inning. Bottom of the 2nd inning, up to bat, Luca Grassolini, Max Holmberg, Alfonso Barbosa Melo. And thank you to Yara for letting me know that Mr. Thomas Beath is actually doing the live stream for softball. So if you want to watch some of the softball games, also on the Palomino Reds website. So all the games will be brought in. That pitch on the inside corner, strike number 1. All of the games will be broadcast, not all of them with commentators. That ball popped up first base. First baseman coming in and catches the ball. Not the easiest thing to do when the lights are on. So F3 in the scorebook, out number one. Next batter, first baseman Max Holmberg. Of course, again, these games are 7 innings. There are mercy rules in effect. I'm not exactly sure which ones they are, but I would guesstimate 20 after 3, 15 after 4, and 10 after 5 possibly. That pitch inside. Game goes over 7 innings. There is rules on the age. You're allowed to have 3 19-year-olds. Check swing. Did he go? No, says the first base umpire, Rob Haas. Rob Haas out of the Netherlands. Then the home plate umpire out of Sindelfingen. And Brandon Perkley, the third base umpire, originally out of the U.S., lives here in Germany. So not only are the teams of an international flair, but so are the umpires. I think there's a Spanish umpire here. I think there's a Czech umpire. That pitch on the inside corner, 3-1 to count. And of course, even international flair here in the Reds TV booth. That's a walk. We have our good old German Yara, and then your Schwabi Connor, me. So, runner at first base. I think the rules on the pitching, if the pitcher goes over 40 innings, you have to have 40 pitches. He has to have 1 day break, and then it's, I think, 70 for 2 days. That's in their strike number 1. And 105 is the max a pitcher is allowed to throw, but he is allowed to finish up the batter. There are a few other rules. They're a little bit different for the Pony League. That pitch just a bit high. Ball number 2. And if I remember correctly, this is the 7th or 8th year in a row that Stuttgart has hosted. Always getting bigger, always getting better. Ball number 3. And that pitch too far outside for ball number 4. After a pop-up, 2 walks, runners at first and second. Number 9 batter Laszlo Helvik comes to bat. Of course, last year, Stuttgart, the home team, able to win the tournament. The year before that, I believe it was the Israel national team. Bunt shown, pitch high, ball 1. The year before that was the German national team. You have Lithuanian national team, Belgium, Angels Traverna out of Czech or Slovakia, or however it's said. That pitch gets past the catcher, runner's able to advance. You have a team out of Switzerland, the Swiss national team, the London Archers, of course, out of London, the Francisco Cervelli Academy out of Italy, the SBS Academy playing here out of Spain. So very much international, the tournament. That ball fouled over the net, strike number 1, 2 balls, 1 strike. And a nice block by the catcher, keeps the ball in front of him, keeps the runner at third. 3-1 to count. Oh, and also in softball, you have the Italy national team, Netherlands United, the Reds, Stuttgart Reds, Piranhas Barun, the German national team. Swing and a miss, strike number 2. And not to forget, I jumped over the Netherlands United here. Spain playing with the infield in, trying to keep the runners at second and third. And that ball poked over the shortstop. And runner from third home, runner from second turning and burning. Throw goes all the way home. 2 RBI single for Laszlo Helvig. So playing the infield in. If the infield can get the ball, keeps the runners at second and third. But if the infield was playing back, that would have been nothing but a lazy pop-up. So playing in hurt the team from Spain on that at bat. Stuttgart now with 3 runs, runner at first base, and leadoff man Emil Hunt up to bat. And runner goes, throw down to second, not in time. And the ball kept in the infield by the runner. Of course, the second base and center fielder doing good job backing that up. So runner at second base, 1 strike on the batter. He shows bunt, pulls back, 1-1 to count. And that ball, Lapo in the hole between short and third, a nice base hit, and the ball gets past the left fielder all the way to second base. RBI single, Emil Hunt. Laszlo Helvig around to score. And 4-0 now the score for the Stuttgart Reds. David Scooter, the next batter. And there he's off to the races, as I said earlier. Stolen base, now at third base, Emil Hunt. And the chopper, that one going foul. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. And curveball over the batter's head. Ducks out of the way, 2-1. Ball number 3 after a good first inning. Peter Dusek having a little trouble finding the strike zone. Of course, what he's put in the strike zone has been hit by the Stuttgart Reds. And that's ball number 4. Runners now at the corners. 1 down, and Ryan Santana, the next batter. Ryan grounded out to the shortstop, his first at-bat, but brought a run home. And Coach Austin Bull giving signs. Of course, Austin Bull, the head coach, Yannick Witt at first base. And that ball hard hit. Knocked down by the third baseman, but he's not able to get the throw to first in time, and then when he does finally make the throw, throws it by the first baseman. Another run for the Stuttgart Reds, and runners now at second and third. So an error on the third baseman. 2 runners in scoring position. Cleanup man Lucas Scooter hit a double his last at bat. Oh, again, España playing with the infield in, swing and a miss. Strike number 1. And a little bit late on that fastball. 0-2 the count. The second baseman was playing way in, almost on the pitcher's mound. And a strikeout out number 2. Number 5 batter, Jaden Grimminger, the next batter. The 9th batter for Stuttgart in this inning. He was a strikeout victim. His first at-bat. And he swings and misses at the high fastball. Strike number 1. And a little bit late on that ball. Swing and a miss. Strike number 2. No balls, 2 strikes. 2 outs. Runners at second and third. And an off-speed pitch completely fools the batter. 3 pitches, 3 strikes. Out number 3. Stuttgart scores 4 runs on 3 hits, 2 errors, 2 left on, 2 innings complete. Stuttgart 5, SSB Academy 0. So, top of the third inning, Dante Angstrom, Harold Gotst, and Tomas Romas Diaz, the batters. Strike number 1. Shout out to Katrina Schenk. Thank you for tuning in. That pitch high and away, ball 1, 1-1 the count. So some of the scores to give you from softball. That's a ground ball. First ball in play, and 4-3 out number 1. There's the first ball that the Spanish team is able to put in play, but a routine ground ball, 1 out. So softball started today with Italy national team against Netherlands United to find the score 10-8. As change for pitching from Stuttgart, of course, trying to keep Joel under a certain amount of pitches. So now the third baseman goes to pitch. That means the DH is done because the pitcher goes to the third baseman goes to pitch. So Jaden Grimminger is now on the mound, and in for Jaden at third base, it's Moritz Kurlaw. We'll be right back. Oh, warm-up pitches are finished. A solid outing from Joel Petzold. 8 batters faced, 7 strikeouts, 1 batter on an error or on a pass ball. So 2 1/3 innings, 8 strikeouts. New pitcher Jaden Grimminger. And that's the first strike. 1-1 to count, 1 out. We're in the top of the 3rd inning. Swing and a miss, strike number 2. Again, back to some softball scores. Italian national team again beat Netherlands United 10-8. That ball in the dirt. 2-2 the count. The Stuttgart Reds ladies team beats Piranhas Berun 9-4. The German national team then beats the Netherlands United team 16-11. Swing and a miss. Oh, yeah. Strikeout. Out number 2 in the inning. Brings up leadoff man Tomas Roma Diaz. 2 down. And the next game, it was the Italy national team beating the Stuttgart Reds 11-6, strike number 1. And then the Piranhas Berun beat the German national team 11-4. So everybody's beating everybody over there in softball. The Italy national team 2-0, Stuttgart Reds 1-1. That ball poked out of play. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The German national team won. 1 win, 1 loss. And Netherlands United at 0-2. There's a fly ball, center field. A nice catch by the center fielder. Email Hunt for out number 3. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on. 2.5 innings complete. Stuttgart 5. The SSB Academy 0. Bottom of the 3rd inning, leading off Luca Grassolani, Max Homburg, Moritz Köhler. Stuttgart leading 5-1 for baseball. Baseball is broken up into 2 groups. Group A, Stuttgart Reds. Swiss national team, future stars out of Netherlands. Angels Trevina out of Slovakia and SBS Academy out of Spain. Ball number 1. That pitch up the top part of the strike zone for strike number 1. In Group B, the Lithuanian national team, Netherlands United, Belgium national team, the London Arrows, and the Francisco Cervelli Academy out of Italy. That ball fisted towards the second baseman. Step and throw, easy out for out number 1. Of course, baseball started on Tuesday night or Tuesday afternoon with Lithuania facing the Belgian national team. Lithuania losing to Belgium 14-0. And the Stuttgart Reds faced Angels Trnava, with the Angels able to pull a 3-1 victory. And time called from the Spain coach. Maybe his pitcher is getting close to the limit. Of course, the pitcher also the DH, which means it's the new Ohtani rule. Pitcher gets to stay in as a hitter. Now, a new pitcher, when he's done with his warm-up pitches, will be back. New pitcher for the SSB Academy, Pablo Chinea. That means Peter Dusek, his day at least on the mound is done. 5 runs, 2 of them earned. First pitch to Max Holmberg, strike number 1. Ball 1-1 to count. And a shout out to El Loco. Gracias for tuning in and blowing up our chat function. And that ball off the end, handle of the bat, right to the second baseman. Up number 2. And for his first at bat in this game, who he came in for when Stuttgart changed their pitcher, Moritz Kurla. He takes that pitch in there for strike number 1. Ball 1, 1-1 the count. Ball 2. That's on the inside corner. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, triple deuces. Swing and a miss. 3-up, 3-down inning for the SSB Academy. No runs, no hits, no errors. 3 innings complete. Stuttgart 5. SSB Academy 0. Top of the 4th inning, Baptiste Casabon, Victor Rabel Habuda, Peter Dusek, the 3 batters for the SSB Academy. Of course, they are still looking for their first hit in the game. First pitcher, Joel Petzold, no chance against him. That pitch in there, strike number 1. That pitch just a bit high, 1-1 to count. Ball number 2. Ball 3, 3-1 to count. So there's a walk, a base runner for the SSB Academy. First base runner since the first inning. A walk, nobody out. Next batter, Victor Rabel Habuda. Strikeout victim, his first at-bat. See if the coach sends his runner. And there he goes. Double clutch on the throw, and it gets into center field. And no chance to get the runner. A stolen base and a need to. The runner now at third base. No outs. Pitch to Victor Rabel Habuda, ball number 1. That's a strike. 1-1 to count. And a ground ball right to the second baseman. Step and throw, RBI, ground out. And the first run for the SSB Academy on the ground out. Next batter, Peter Dusek. Of course, Peter, the starting pitcher, now the DH. He takes ball number 1, no balls, 1 strike. And ball fouled out of play. 1-1 to count. That pitch on the inside corner, up and in. Strike number 2. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. Strikeout 4, out number 2. That pitch just a bit high. Number 15, Adrian Viochnio. I'm sorry for butchering his name. No balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. And a high fly ball called for, caught by the right fielder for out number 3. But the SSB Academy able to get on the board. 1 run on no hits, 1 error, nobody left on. We'll be right back with the 4th inning. Bottom of inning number 4. Batting for the Stuttgart Reds, 9-1-2, Laszlo Helvik. Emil Hunt, David Scooter, 5-1 to score. That pitch up and in. Ball number 1. And thank you for all you Spanish fans blowing up our chat function. Shout out to all you guys. Gracias, señores y señorita. That's about all I can say in Spanish. That pitch just a bit inside. 2 balls, no strikes. That pitch at the top part of the strike zone. Strike number 2. 2-2 the count. And again, this tournament started yesterday, all through today, tomorrow, Friday, Saturday, and the finals Sunday. The finals for baseball are Sunday at 7:30 in the evening. 19:30 for softball finals are on Saturday at 4 o'clock, or at 4 o'clock, 1600. That pitch, a bit high ball, and time called by the umpire. Apparently the pitch probably got stuck somewhere in the padding. Runner safe at first, on the walk. And a nice fastball by the umpire. Gets a great reaction from the crowd. Looked like he threw a little bit of a slider, maybe a split-fingered knuckle curve. And leadoff man, Emil Hunt, 2 for 2, 2 singles, 2 stolen bases. See what Coach Austin Bull puts on. Does he let his runner steal? Does he give a hit and run? Emil also a very good bunter. And showing bunt. Pulls back, ball number 1. On tap for Morrow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 softball games. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 baseball games. So if you don't have anything to do on May Day, come on out, unless you're like in Spain. If you're in Spain, log into the chat function or to the live stream. Yar will be out here live streaming all the games. Softball is also being live streamed and commentated from Tom Beath. There's 3-0 the count. Of course, tomorrow being a German holiday, weather's supposed to be beautiful. So if you have nothing to do, come on out, watch some baseball, have some burgers, have some hot dogs. That pitch on the outside corner. 3-1 to count. And that pitch a little bit too high. Ball number 4. Stuttgart gets runners on first and second on 2 walks. And number 2 batter, David Scooter, a ground out and a walk. Swing and a miss, a little bit late on the fastball. Strike number 1, numero uno. That pitch up high. 1 ball, 1 strike. Uno y uno for you Spanish fans. Swing and a miss, strike number 2. One ball, 2 strikes, no outs. Runners at first and second. That ball popped up, twisting foul. Does the first baseman have enough room? And the first baseman able to catch the ball. Again, those pop-ups are not as easy as it looks. The lights here in Stuttgart aren't that high. The balls go up above the lights, come back down. But great job by the first baseman to keep track of it. Pull it in foul territory. Out number 1. Number 3 batter, Ryan Santana. He has a ground ball, and then was ground ball RBI, and then was safe on an error. He takes that pitch high in for ball number 1. The runners are going, and looked like the coach had a hit and run. Foul ball straight back. Runners have to go back. That pitch on the bottom part of the strike zone, called strike 2, 1-2 the count. That pitch in the dirt. Plenty of food to come out to if you're not doing anything tomorrow or on Friday, Saturday, Sunday. The finals, of course, starting for baseball Sunday at 7:30. Runners are going. Pitch up high. Throw not in time. 2 stolen bases. Now 2 runners in scoring position for Ryan Santana. 3-2 count. Infield playing in for the SSB team. And that pitch catches him on the thigh, and nice sportsmanship. Pitcher coming over and saying sorry. That's one of the great things about these kind of tournaments is everybody's very, very nice to each other. Apologize for hitting somebody. And looks like another pitching change for the SSB team. We'll be right back when the new pitcher is done with his warm-up pitches. New pitcher Alexandre Shelton comes in. He's got bases loaded and 1 out. The infield fly rule is on. First pitch past the catcher in the dirt. And Stuttgart scores their 6th run of the game on the wild pitch. Now runners at second and third. 1 ball, no strikes to Lucas Scooter. Lucas, double and a strikeout. That ball hit hard, but over the head of the center fielder. I thought he had a beat on it. The throw comes in to second. A double, and then the throw goes home. So a 2 RBI double for Lucas Scooter. And 2 more runs for the Stuttgart Reds. 1 out. Next batter, Jaden Grimminger. Jaden not very lucky at the plate so far. 2 strikeouts. Score now, Stuttgart 8, SSB Academy 1. Softball games tomorrow starting at 9 o'clock. The Stuttgart Reds face the German national team. Both teams 1-1. And then it'll be at 11:15, Netherlands United game against the Piranhas Berun out of Czechoslovakia or Czechia. And then it's at 13:30, German national team against the Italy national team. That pitch in the dirt, past the catcher, wild pitch. Lucas Scooter now at third base. And 15:45, Netherlands United versus the Stuttgart Reds. And at 6 o'clock, 1800, Piranhas Berun against the Italy national team. So 5 softball games tomorrow. Infield playing in. And another pitch in the dirt. Catcher not able to keep the ball in front of him, and Lucas Scooter in to score. Score now 9-1 in favor of the Stuttgart Reds. Baseball tomorrow starts at 8:30 in the morning. Probably the best time to start when the weather's supposed to get 30 degrees tomorrow. And that's on the inside corner. Or no, not on the inside corner. That must have missed by a Mukasekele. Ball number 4, runner at first, Luca Grassolini. A fly out to the first baseman and then a ground out to the second baseman. Starting at 8:30 tomorrow morning, Lithuania playing the Lithuanian national team against Francisco Cervelli Academy. That's strike number 1. 11:15, this SSB Academy playing the Future Stars out of the Netherlands. And then the Reds will face off against the Swiss national team at 2 o'clock. That pitch way inside, ball 1-1 to count. And at 16:45, Angels Ternava against the SSB Academy. And at 19:30, the Future Stars against the Stuttgart Reds. So lots of baseball, lots of softball tomorrow, lots of live streaming for Yara. There's a poke over the shortstop's head. Seeing eye single into left field for Luca Graciano. Jaden Grimminger advances second base. Runners on first and second. Only one out, and Max Holmberg. Max a walk and a fly out. That pitch down in the dirt. Ball number 1. Oh, the Spanish pitcher's having a little bit of trouble finding the strike zone. And a step off. And a pickoff. Looks like the runners were going on the first move. The third runner at first gets too far, or the runner at second gets too far away. Runner at first was definitely going. He made it back, but the throw goes to second, so a pickoff. 1-6 for out number 2. And that pitch down low. 2-0 the count. And a ground ball past the diving shortstop. And throw goes into third and goes almost into the dugout. Nice job of backing up by the pitcher. Keeps the ball from going in the back into the dugout. No runners now at second and third. 1 out. And the 9th batter to come to bat, Moritz Kohler. Moritz, another one of the Stuttgart Reds that plays in the Bundesliga. Does have some nice pop in his bat. Two outs. Runners at second and third. And that off-speed pitch stays inside. Ball number 1. Strike number 1 on the outside corner. 1-1 to count. Strike number 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 on. Stuttgart with 3 runs across the board in this inning. 4 runs across the board in this inning. And that ball, fair ball down the third base line. Another 2 runs for the Stuttgart Reds on the double from Moritz Kohler. Stuttgart is now batted around with the number 9 batter who led off this inning. Stepping in the batter's box. He led off this inning with the base on balls, did come around to score. Ball number 1. And the spin move, Moritz Kohler getting too far off. That pitch down low, ball number 2. Inside, 3-0 the count. And that ball hits home plate, bounces over the catcher's head. And Moritz Kohler around to third base. Laszlo Hellwig at first base. Runners at the corners, 2 outs. And leadoff man, Emil Hunt. Emil walked in this inning and scored 2 singles before that. And a ground ball. Shortstop flips to second base. Second base flips to shortstop for out number 3. Stuttgart able to put 6 runs on the board on 4 hits, 1 error, 2 left on, 4 innings complete. Score Stuttgart 11, SSB Academy 0. Top of the 5th inning, 11-1 in favor of the Stuttgart Reds. Yazan Skier, Simon Horn, Dante Angstrom, the batters. And Stuttgart is making some defensive changes, but the pitcher and the catcher looks like they stay the same. We'll be right back when the game gets underway. Now, after a little bit of a rain delay, we're ready to go. Pitch number one, strike number one. Batter Pablo Chinea. 1-1 the count. That pitch just a little bit low. Ball number two. Strike number two. 2-2 the count. Come in again tomorrow, starting at 8:30 in the morning. Baseball, Lithuania against Francisco Cervelli Academy. Full count. At 11:15, SSB Academy against the Future Stars. At 1400, 2 o'clock, Reds versus the Swiss national team. At 16:45, Angels Trnava against the SSB Academy. And that's a 4-pitch walk, or a 6-pitch walk, excuse me. And then at 19:30, the Future Stars against the Stuttgart Reds. 5 games on tap for softball on Thursday, starting at 9 o'clock with the Reds against the German national team, followed by Netherlands Uniteds against Piranha Baruin, the Czech team. There's a ground ball over the head from the first baseman. Home plate umpire says the ball is fair. So runner at first advances all the way to third base on the first hit of the ball game for the SSB. Runners at the corners, 1 out. Next batter, Dante Engstrom. Again, Reds versus German national team, softball at 9 o'clock. Netherlands United, Piranhas Baruin at 11:15. 13:30, then it's the German national team against the Italy national team, followed by Netherlands United against the Reds. And at 6 o'clock, 1800, Piranhas Baruin against the Italy national team. That pitch just a bit outside, ball one. Throwback. Unfortunately, the ball on the right side of the first baseman, because the runner at first had gotten a big lead, might have had some success. 1-1 the count. 1-1 to number 1-1, number 11. And there's a ground ball, base hit in the 2-hole, and the second run for SSB Academy. RBI single for Dante Engstrom. Score now 11-2. Next batter, Harold Godske. Looks like we might have a pinch hitter coming in. Number 44, Hugo Diaz Carrito. Comes in batting for Harold Godske. Runners at first and second, no outs. Umpire's ready to go. Pitcher's ready to go. Batter in the batter's box. Runners at first and second. And that fastball right down the pipe. Strike number one. Swing and a miss. Strike number two. Catcher also swung and missed at the ball, but the runner's not able to advance. No balls, 2 strikes. That pitch just a bit inside. 1-2. And that pitch a bit high, 2-2 the count. And that pitch right down the pipe, out by window shopping. Strike number one. Brings up leadoff man Tomas Romadies. Strikeout, but safe on a pass ball in the first inning. Fly out in center field in the third inning. And that looks like that's the day for Jaden Grimminger. He does a pretty good job, only allowing 2 runs on 2 hits. So, Malte Kranhold, the next pitcher for the Stuttgart Reds, and a new batter, Luis Salto for the SSB Academy. Runners at first and second, 1 out. That pitch, high and away, ball number 1. 1 run so far across the board on 2 hits, runners at first and second. That pitch up and away, ball number 2. And a pop-up, short, catcher calling. Catcher not able to catch the ball again. Those balls are so hard to catch. Of course, if I ask the catcher, he's going to say he should have had it. But when that ball gets above the lights and then comes back down, it's very, very difficult. So nothing but a long strike. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Off-speed pitch in there, strike number 2. And there's another pop-up. And nobody can get a hold of that ball. And if you're wondering, an infield fly has to be easily caught by the infielder, and that definitely wasn't an easy catchable ball. So a bloop single for Luis Salto. Loads the bases and brings up Baptiste Casabon, strikeout and a walk for him. So corners, third base is playing in, first base, second base, shortstop playing for the double play. That first pitch, strike number 1. That pitch bit outside, 1-1 to count. And an off-speed pitch. Nice catch by the shortstop. Beautiful play. Over-the-shoulder catch. Snap throw to second base. Stuttgart turns a double play. 1 run on 3 hits. No errors. 1 left on. 2 left on. We'll be right back with the bottom of the 5th inning. Score 11-2 for the Stuttgart Reds. New pitcher on the mound for the SSB Academy, Adrian Vochitinho. And one of the other rules in the Pony Leagues is you are able to come back in. He'll be facing David Scooter, Ryan Santana, Lucas Scudder. That pitch, high, ball one. And if I remember correctly, Stuttgart needs 1 run for the mercy rule. That ball fouled straight back. 1-1 the count. "20 runs after 3, 15 runs after 4, 10 runs after 5. We'll watch that lip on the grass there, second baseman. One ball, no strikes, no outs. David 0 for 2 with a walk. That pitch a bit high. 2 balls, 1 strike. That's hot cheese at the knee, strike number 2. And none of the balls, it seems like, that the umpire has is good enough. So, pitcher got a new ball, 2-2 the count. That ball fouled down the third baseline. Count remains 2 balls, 2 strikes. Tomorrow, 8:30, Lithuania gig in the Francisco Cervelli Academy in baseball. That ball grounded to the shortstop. Step and throw. Nice stretch by the first baseman for out number 1. And at 9 o'clock, softball Reds versus the German national team. Next batter, Ryan Santana. Ground out RBI, safe on a walk and a hit by pitch. Nope, number 23, new batter for Stuttgart, Leonard Goodsend. He takes pitch number 1 for ball number 1. That pitch on the inside corner, 1-1 to count. Swing and a miss, strike number 2. And high heat, and the batter can't lay off of it. Swing and a miss, strikeout, out number 2. And Lucas Scooter. Oh, a new batter, number 9, Tristan Munske, the next batter. So both coaches seemingly emptying their benches. And he swings at the first pitch. Ground ball to the third baseman, and another nice stretch from the first baseman for out number 3. 3 up, 3 down for the Swiss national team, and we'll be right back with inning number 6. All right, top of the sixth inning. 11-2 in favor of the Stuttgart Reds over the SSB Academy Spain, not the Swiss national team. Thank you for the correction there, Yara. Lots of changes on both sides, so I'll try to keep up with the batters. We had number 98 in for Swiss, and he hits a fly ball and an over-shoulder catch for the right fielder. We're out number one. That ball fouled back. Next batter is Shelton, Alexandra Shelton. Off-speed pitch misses away, 1-1 the count. Swing and a miss, strike number 2. And another fly ball towards right field. This one not quite as deep. And a right fielder not able to get it. So a base hit. Runner at first, 1 out. It's that old adage, you come new in the game and the ball will always find you. Number 15, the batter, Adrian Villochanillo. 1 out, runner at first. And that ball in the dirt. Good block by the catcher, but the ball jumps out of his way. Wild pitch. Runner now at second base. 1-0 the count. That pitch high and away. Ball number 2. Ball number 3, 3-0 the count. Man, a 3-0 count, swing right to the first baseman for out number 2. Runner advances to third on the ground ball. And next batter, Pablo Chinea. Swing and a miss, strike number 1. Swing and a miss on the high fastball, 0-2 the count. And that ball into there, good job by the catcher. Keeps the ball in front of him, keeps the runner at third base. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Another ball low inside. Triple deuces. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Swing and a miss. Oh, yeah. Strikeout ends the top half of the 6th inning. No runs on 1 hit, no errors, 1 left on. We'll be right back with the bottom of the 5th inning. The bottom of the 6th inning. Bottom of the 6th inning, Jaden Grimminger. No, another pinch hitter. That pitch in the dirt. Might have crowned the batter. So both coaches putting a lot of players in, and us sitting up here don't really get the chance to find out what the changes are. So my apologies if I don't know who the players are. That's low ball number 2. Three and 0 the count. Swing and a miss. Three balls, 1 strike. And that pitch in there, strike number 2. And after a 3-0 count, pitcher comes all the way back to strike out the batter. Out number 1, next batter, Luca Grassolini. One for 3, a single, fly out, and a ground out. And that pitch over everybody all the way to the backstop. Ball number 1. Ball 2. Just a bit high, 3-0 the count. And this time he doesn't come back. A 4-pitch walk for Grassolini. The runner at first with 1 out. Noah Dressler, the new batter. Comes in for Max Homburg. He takes the first pitch, ball 1. Of course, Noah has a much smaller strike zone than Max Homburg. And that pitcher hits that strike zone, strike number 1, 1-1 to count. More tomorrow again. Baseball starts at 8:30 with the Lithuania against the Francisco Cervelli Academy. Strike number 2. Softball starts at 9 o'clock with the all-German affair, the Stuttgart Reds against the German national team. And then catcher wanted the strikeout. Umpire says no, 2-2 to count. That pitch at the top of the strike zone. Call strike 3 for out number 2. Next batter, Alfonso Barbosa. And that ball looks like it was blocked by the umpire. Ball number 1. Ball number 2. 2 balls, no strikes. Ball 3, 3-0. Apparently that was ball 4. Fooled me, fooled Yara. Number 66, the next batter, Laszlo Helvik. Laszlo, a base hit and 2 walks. And that pitch a bit high. Inside, ball number 2, 2-0. Ball number 3, and third base umpire says balk, which means that was ball number 2. Runners able to advance to second and third. To me, looked like the pitcher did not make a complete stop. Now with runners at second and a check swing and over the second baseman head, and the run scores. A CNI single for Laszlo Helvik. And it looks like that's the ball game. 10-run rule for the Stuttgart Reds. Final score, 12 runs on 9 hits, 2 errors for Stuttgart. 2 runs on 4 hits, 2 errors for the SSB Academy out of Spain. On behalf of Yara Drobny, the CEO, the master of disaster of Reds TV, my name is Ken Hudson, the voice of Reds TV, signing off. Again tomorrow, starting at 8:30 and at 9 o'clock, more baseball. And I'll be back on Sunday for the championship. Stuttgart wins 12-2.